Well, what a week last week was in Marvel Strike Force. Let's hope for a better week this week. And if you want to know how to crush all the events for this upcoming week, then join me in this video. What is going on, everyone? I am BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make at least 2 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week, usually based around the events within the game itself. However, sometimes I do get a chance to sprinkle in other content as well. So if you find this video helpful, please do consider giving this video a like, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my other videos that I upload. And whether you're new around here or not, please do put a comment down below. I love to speak to each and every single one of you. And so the Annihilator Initiative has finished. And how did we finish up with this? Well, if you watched my initial impressions video on Friday and covering the blog, you would have seen that I was telling you guys that if you followed the math that I have set out over the past 3 weeks, you would end up with 652,020 points. And just to show you that all this math really does work, here is my Annihilator Initiative, and look at that, guys. 652,020 points, and that was taken 2 hours and 19 minutes before this event ended. So that shows you that everything I say works out correct. Let's have a look at Autumn Revolution. This is the new month-long milestone, and as we said on Friday, in it we have 100 gore shards to earn. Well, it's not exactly a month-long event. It is actually a 22-day event. A little bit weird, 22 days. Don't know when that's going to finish. We have the Metal Titan player frame, so this is obviously going to be very much a Sentinel or Orchist-based male player frame. Come back this Friday, where I will tell you roughly where you should be on Monday next week when the first set of events for this Autumn Revolution have completed. And what are those first set of events in Autumn Revolution? Well, we have Sentinels Assemble. This has already started at time of recording. It is a 7-day event, so it's going to finish on the 16th of September at 2 p.m. PDT, or if you're like me, in good old Blighty, at 10 p.m. BST. And the associated web milestone that goes along with this is Sentinel Strike. We also have an Alliance event this week called The Dark Future. Now, this Alliance event is going to run 3 times. So it's going to run every week that we are running the events. It is going to start on today. It has already started. It's a 5-day event. So it is going to finish on the 14th of September at 2 p.m. PDT or 10 p.m. BST. And in it, we're going to need to play raid battles, collect allied supply, 6 orb fragments, collect milestone points from the Orchis raid nodes, and there are extra points for raiding with Sentinel and Nimrod. Now, I was just made aware from Boylon's Discord that there was a bug when this event first went out, and if you raided with Nimrod in any raid, even the Spotlight raid, it was giving the full points limit for Nimrod. Boylon managed to claim this in both his alliances, so hopefully there will be some form of compensation coming out for that. X Havoc is this week's Quick Rumble. It's going to start on Friday the 13th of September at 2 p.m. PDT or 10 p.m. BST if you're like me in the UK. 2-day event, so it's going to finish on Sunday the 15th of September at 2 p.m. PDT or 10 p.m. BST. And this week's Quick Rumble, you are going to be earning extra points for X-Men characters. There is a huge slew of X-Men characters available in the game, so you should be able to do this Quick Rumble extra quick. So let's break down the Dark Future Alliance event first. This is week 1 of 3 of these events. Here we have the table. And you will see here, we are having to play raid battles, as I said earlier, earn the allied supplies, 6 orb fragments, which is going to come from your daily free claims. You're going to earn milestone points from the Orchis raid nodes, raid with Sentinel and raid with Nimrod, which really are going to be those sort of Whalestone or lucky to play nodes. or if you like me and you have used power cores to unlock Sentinel, then you will also be able to get those points. Now, our reasonable free-to-play total. Now, this is just from the raid battles and the earning allied supply 6 orb fragments. This is not including any of the milestone points from the Orcus raid nodes. Is 312,000. And to get this, you are going to have to do your 8 raid battles per day, and you are going to have to collect your daily free claim. So this is an exact replica of Tolerance is Existence, which we ran last week. Here is the basics for it. 8 raid battles per alliance member over your 24 members over 5 days will give you 192,000. That's the points limit for raid battles, and the free claim is 1,000 points. They have changed the points on the nodes. So now each normal origin node is worth 200 points. The origin boss node is worth 1,000 points, and the end boss node is worth 10,000 points. However, when you get to the tech section, the tech nodes, the normal ones, are worth 600 points, and the tech boss is worth 3,000 points. And they have also upped the points bonus per difficulty. So D1 is now getting 200 points per node, D2 is getting 750 points per node, and D3 is getting 1,200 points per node. And that brings our total points, including the known points, to the following. So if you are running D0, and this is just if you are dogpiling both the Mystic and the Tech lane still on your difficulty, you will earn 828,000 points. D1 is going to get you just over the million mark. D2 is going to get you the 1.44 million mark, and D3 is going to get you the 1.8 million mark. And so D0 will get you to milestone 17. That will get you all the event currency. That will also get you the 2 ciphers that are in the Alliance milestone. D1 very generously is going to get you to milestone 19. This is absolutely huge. And if you can complete the Orcus raid on D2 or D3, as I've said, so dogpiling down the Mystic lane, dogpiling down the Tech lane, if you can complete that like that on D2 or D3, you are going to complete this Alliance milestone. This is really friendly, guys. I will say this, that is a real friendly thing, because D2, by the middle of this week, maybe when Nimrod comes out, we should be able to be doing D2 and possibly even D3 as alliances. Sentinel Strike, this is the web milestone, and in it we are going to be having to earn the Thanos Annihilator orb fragments. Now, you could have cheated your way a little bit on this if you were clever at the weekend on the Weekend Arena Warriors. Now, I wasn't aware that this was Thanos orbs this time around. I didn't check that on Friday. So that is my bad in some ways, guys. So sorry there. But you could have hoarded your Weekend Arena Warriors milestone that had Thanos Annihilator orb fragments. Also, if like me, you made it down to the later milestones in the Greater Purpose event, that also had Thanos Annihilator milestone, Annihilator orb fragments in it. So you could have saved those as well, which would help you get to this 140,000 points. In it, I've put basically down to as far as the Sentinels Assemble milestone points finish. So that is milestone 8. So if you get as far as that, which is the 78,000, you are going to get 6,000 Iron Legion orb fragments and 24,000 Sentinels Assemble milestone points. And you're also going to get a grand total of 18,000 Sentinel cores. Now, that does mean that there are another 4,000 Iron Legion orb fragments on the table for you if you can push that bit further. And there are also a total of 12,000 Sentinel cores still up for grabs there. But milestone 8 should be achievable by most people. And all you've got to do to achieve milestone 8 in this web event is to stay within the top 250 of Arena. Sentinels Assemble. In this event, you are, well, our free to play inputs for this event is to earn 1 Iron Legion orb fragment. These are going to come from campaign nodes and to blitz with Annihilators. Our reasonable free to play total, now that we know what the daily free claim is as well, is 94,524. And your to-do list for this event is to spend 200 power cores per day on campaign energy, blitz with your Annihilator members 10 times, and go to the website to collect your daily free claims. And links to the website and that will be in the description down below. And as we can see, that 94,000 is going to put you just shy of milestone 14. So it will get you milestone 13, which gets you the event item plus all the month-long event currency, the Sentinel cores. However, if you paid attention to my video on Friday, hopefully you did. Hopefully you started saving some campaign energy over this weekend. It wasn't needed to be spent in the milestone previously, so there should be no reason why you were spending campaign energy over the weekend. You could have saved it. And with the fragment to energy ratio, that would have actually got you to milestone 14. If not, you will probably have to end up spending a few more cores to get to that milestone 14, which is a worthwhile milestone because it's got those T3 ISO 8 credits in it. It's got those Crimson Raid orb fragments in it. All of those things are going to go towards both your Dark Dimension 7 and Dark Dimension 8 chase. Not to mention that this event also has a leaderboard attached to it. And for those who love the math and the breakdowns, here is how it works out. So we have 30,000 points coming from the web milestone. We are going to get 30,000 points from blitzing with the Annihilators. And our campaign energy, we have a 4-to-1 fragment ratio on the Iron Legion orb fragments. So that is going to give you 31,024 points. Our daily free claim this week is 500 Iron Legion orb fragments. That is going to give you another 3,500 points. So that is going to total up to that 94,000 points for this event. And now it is time for some final thoughts on this week and another announcement. I did an announcement not too long ago, but I have another one. So let's go over the final thoughts for the events this week. The events seem very simple. The Alliance event is just a regurgitation of last week, and this is just a spending campaign energy, blitzing with Annihilators. This is all very simple stuff to do, and it's okay. It's nice to have those nice, easy things, getting rewarded for actually participating in the game. I'm not going to say engaging in the game because that would mean we would be playing it properly, but a lot of that is going to be hitting the sim button for a lot of people. So just, not so much engaging, but participating in the game. Now, the announcement that I have to make. I am no longer part of the Envoy program. This happened on Friday, so after hours, basically, bang on the doors of closing for Scopely's offices on Friday. I got a message to say that my participation in the Envoy program has been paused. Now, why was that? Let's give you full transparency here, because that's the type of person that I am. We had a preview document blog that was given to the envoys for the character release method. I was running late with putting my video together for that. It had been a busy day for me, and this is no excuse for breaking the rules. I knew the rules were there. I shouldn't have done this, so my apologies already have been said to the people within the Envoy program. And that basically, that document I shared with some community members post embargo date. So we had an embargo date and time on that document when our videos could go live, and I let that document out for about 20 minutes before I released my video. I then took the document down, but unfortunately that document ended up in the hands of another content creator who is currently, to say it, under the microscope with Scopely, and that content creator is Boylon, and this is not Boylon's fault at all. So before anyone goes to his channel and says anything, this is nothing to do with Boylon. It was all on me. And basically, because he got hold of that document and managed to make a video before the blog went live from Scopely, they have deemed that enough to pause my participation within the Envoy program. And that's pretty sad. However, what I will say is I will not be going back to the Envoy program. That is not an avenue I want to go down now. I do not want to be returning to the Envoy program just because there is quite clearly two different rule sets. Now, I know that there are problems with, they're currently experiencing a lot of, how can we say this? There is a targeting of Boylon within the Envoy server because he is getting information out earlier than what the Envoys are getting it. And so they seem to be targeting Boylon, trying to, close it down. And I'm guessing because it got into Boylon's hands, that is why I got removed from the program. So, like I said, other content creators have, leaked documents before and not gotten removed from the Envoy program. So if they are willing to treat people in two different tiers, then I don't want to be a part of that at all. Let me know down in the comments below how you got on last week in the events. What are you looking forward to going forwards in Marvel Strike Force? Don't forget to join me on Wednesday. I will be with Gideon XL on his live stream on Wednesday. I'll leave a link to that in the community tab once I have one. We will be talking at around about 7 p.m. UK time, which I believe is about 2 p.m. for Gideon. So come and join us then. We're going to talk about all things Marvel Strike Force, including this new release method, hopefully putting a more level-headed view about this new release method. And until next time, everyone, stay positive.